Okay, there we go. We are live.
Now I can see the curtains. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. Go ahead, Toon.
Dear graduates, dear parents, dear family members, friends, teachers, UCM students, UCM alumni, and all members of the UCM academic community. Welcome to the graduation for the UCM class of 2021. My name is Teun Dekker. I'm the Professor of Liberal Arts and Sciences Education here at UCM, and I am delighted to host you in the ceremony. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is not a Zoom background. I am actually here at UCM. And even though it's empty and you are all far, far away, flung over the earth, I feel your spirits. I feel your presence. I feel all the memories that we have of this wonderful place, whether it's the boring lectures we had in this lecture hall or the wonderful musical performances, whether it's the sadness and the stress that we felt when we were just before a deadline, or the shared feelings of friendship during an open mic night. This is where it all really happened. And it was important to us to bring you this graduation ceremony from this place that means so much to all of us. Throughout the show this afternoon, I want to take you on a little tour of some significant places in the UCM building that are meaningful to our graduates. And I hope that seeing them again will trigger memories, will bring in recollections, but also will give you an opportunity to explain to the people that you're with today what those places and locales mean to you. But before we do that, it's time to get dressed. I am here in my professorial robes, but I believe we all sent you a package. So now would be a wonderful time to open it, get your packages, and you will find in there a wonderful piece of headwear, very fashionable, very stylish, and hopefully in the right size. So do unpack and put that on your head. While the graduates are doing that, I just wanted to explain to you that we have an opportunity for family members, friends, teachers to leave a message for the graduating class of summer 2021. If you go to menti.com, that's menti.com, and enter the code 49364750, you will have the opportunity to post a message of congratulations to our graduates. Please take that time, because at the end of the ceremony, we'll put all those together and we'll send those to the graduates as a reminder of this wonderful day. And I see that all kinds of things are already coming in. Please keep adding to them as we go on, because graduations are really about expressing goodwill and good wishes and taking the opportunity to say, I'm proud of you, without it being awkward. I see more and more stuff coming in. Please keep it coming. And I hope that everybody is now properly dressed with the hat. It's quite fun, isn't it? I suggest that you sit back, get the popcorn, maybe a drink, because, well, one of the great advantages of online graduations is that you can actually drink during the ceremony, whereas before we had to wait until after the ceremony. So this is a wonderful improvement. Pop open the champagne, make yourself comfortable, and enjoy the show. Oops, some technical difficulty.
Good afternoon. I'm Jos Wely, Dean of University College Maastricht, and it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to this graduation ceremony. First and foremost, I want to welcome our graduates whose remarkable successes we are celebrating today. But welcome also to parents and partners, family members and friends, whether attending this streaming ceremony or watching the recorded version. Streaming, recorded, online, virtual. These are all terms that have acquired a new meaning for our graduates and indeed for the whole UCM team. 18 months ago, we were all still wondering and worrying whether the new COVID-19 virus would spread from Italy to other parts of Europe. In a matter of weeks, the answer had become painfully clear. The first true pandemic in a century had materialized. Theaters, stores, sports events, air traffic, almost everything came to a screeching halt. Cities, regions, even whole countries shut down. Almost overnight, Maastricht University went all online. This last 1.5 years has been very difficult for everybody, but particularly so for our graduates. I will not seek to list here the many stressful aspects of the pandemic that affected your education, your ability to study abroad, your social engagements, your fitness routines, your family life, and of course, your own health and that of your loved ones. It is therefore ever the more remarkable that all of you managed to successfully complete your course of studies, which, as we all know, is a very demanding course, even in normal times. I wish I could congratulate each and every one of you personally on this remarkable achievement. I wish you would right now be walking across the stage to receive your diploma for the whole world to see, for surely you deserve that honor. But in a strange way, this final virtual ceremony is also fitting, for this is what your lives have been like these past 18 months. You persisted, you pushed through, and you reached the finish line, the first pandemic in a century notwithstanding. So congratulations to the class of 2021.
I'm standing here at a sacred spot in the UCM building. This is where UCM students perform for each other during our famous open mic nights. One of the best things about open mic night is that you suddenly realize that the people that you've been studying with and that you've seen walking through the building turn out to have these amazing talents that you never suspected. We felt it was cool during this graduation to share some of those talents with you. And that is why I'm very happy to introduce UCM graduate Charlotte Buitelaar, accompanied by Isaac Savona, who will be performing Carole King's So Far Away.
So far away, doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door, and it doesn't help to know that you're just time away. Long ago I reached for you and there you stood. Holding you again could only do me good. How I wish I could, but you're so far away. One more song about moving along the highway. pressure gets me down and lonely. Nothing else to do but close my mind. I sure hope the road don't come to own me. There's so many dreams I've yet to find, but you're so far away. Doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door. And it doesn't help to know that you're so far away. Yeah, you're so far away. Yeah, you're so far away.
Graduations are all about other people telling you how proud they are of what you have achieved. Parents, other family members, teachers. But the reality is, they don't know what it took to get here. They don't really understand the struggles and the triumphs. The only people who do are your peers, your fellow students. And that is why the most important congratulations that you will be getting today are from your fellow students. I'm very happy to welcome and introduce Clara Maxwell and Mia Dancy for the valedictory address.
Oh, Clara! Mia! Hello! Oh my god, you're in person? Yes, in the courtyard. Welcome. What are we here to do in the courtyard at UCM? We are here to honor you, the graduating class of 2021. Thank you so much to everyone who is here joining us today. We are very excited to welcome the class of 2021 to this virtual graduation. Yes. Gosh, the time has just flown by. Can you even remember what it was like when you first applied to UCM? I know that I was like so excited to go to one of the best liberal arts and sciences colleges in Europe and to be in the beautiful city of Maastricht. But you know what I didn't realize I was applying to? A community. And that's what UCM is. It's a group of wonderful, amazing, engaging, welcoming people. And I had no clue that this is what I was involving myself and committing myself to. Definitely. I just remember roaming through the hallways thinking I'm never going to feel at home or recognize even how to get through this maze and walking in circles, following some second or third years around. And soon enough, as you mentioned, this place became a home, I think, for so many of us. The common room, the reading room, it just became a place where we could take endless naps, write endless amounts of words for our papers. Put together open mic nights. Exactly. And poetry and book club committees and game nights. It really becomes a space that defines the community. Exactly. A safe space for all of us to share. And I think we are all so grateful that we had that experience to have UCM become our home. Of course, we have to acknowledge that around March of last year, a pandemic did hit, and the home that we knew as UCM had to become a virtual one, and this was a very difficult time for many of us, and we do acknowledge that creating a virtual space that felt as cozy and as comfy as this UCM building was quite tricky for all of us. I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. COVID was terrible. Many of us had to go home to be with our friends and families, and still others of us were stuck here hoping that our loved ones were safe. And on top of the stress and anxiety, we had to do Zoom tutorials and online exams. It was crazy, but you know what? We persevered through, and we still found ways to come together as a community virtually. You know, all the online lectures and the Zoom quiz nights and, you know, organizing charity and donation for the refugee group, Maastricht Goes to Calais. We found ways of coming together.
Exactly. I think one of my fondest online UCM moments was the very first virtual open mic night that we hosted that I know many of you were able to attend as well. And it just felt like we finally had that feeling of everybody being together and commenting, and it really felt like a virtual common room.
Virtual common room, like the one that was created, that was kind of a penguin.
That one. I don't know how many of us actually used that one, but there was an initiative.
There was an initiative, exactly.
Exactly, and we'd like to thank everyone who created this online environment and helped us feel at home and helped us persevere to where we are today. Of course, we have a special shout out to all those people who got us to where we are. Firstly, we would like to thank the UCM staff, all the coordinators, the tutors, the people who took the time to adapt the curriculum to a Zoom format, who took the time to answer our emails and help us out and really made us come to where we are today, which is the graduating class. Of course, we'd also like to shout out to the counselors and the UCM peer support group who made sure that we are all okay. And lastly, also to our closest friends and families. I think you know who you are, those people who helped us get through these really challenging times. Thank you so much. And lastly, of course, the most important people to thank is the graduating class of 2021. All of you, thank you so much for being here today, for celebrating our accomplishments, and for helping us create this community that still feels like home to all of us.
This is the moment where you will all finally be leaving the bubble, and we know that you're going to go out and do some really crazy, wonderful things with your lives and your careers, from solving the climate crisis to, I don't know, studying the psychedelic effects of gum trees or something. We know that UCMers will go out and do really wonderful, amazing things. So on that note, we would like to raise a toast, so we encourage everybody watching this to pick up your mug or a glass, anything nearby that you can drink out of, and raise it as we celebrate the graduates of this year. To the class of 2021.
This is a spot that every UCM graduate will have many memories of. Happy memories, but also stressful memories. Because this is where you hand in your papers. And to graduate from UCM, you need to hand in many pieces of paper. But now we're going to get a piece of paper from us, a degree. Here are the UCM graduates of 2021. This is where the magic happens. This is a tutorial room where you learn how to solve problems together with other people. And it's that ability to solve problems together with other people that is going to allow you to be successful in your future. I know that many of you are worried about employability. What can you do with a liberal arts and sciences degree? You have no doubt asked many times. And we can try to reassure you in all kinds of ways, putting up signs that everything will be okay. But nothing beats hearing from a UCM alumnus, someone who has gone through this program and is now killing it at work. That is why I'm very happy to introduce UCM alumnus, Jan Filmer.
Dear class of 2021, congratulations on your graduation and all the hard work that you've done to get to this stage. You should be really proud of yourselves. I realize, of course, that you are graduating under the very different and difficult circumstances of a global pandemic, but I hope that you get to really take in this moment and get to celebrate the conferral of your degrees today. My name is Jan Filmer and I graduated from UCM in January of 2014. I've been wondering what you might like to hear me speak about in this short message and decided to share where I am and how I got to where I am to map one possible trajectory of where this degree that you're holding from today might take you. In my experience, and as a piece of advice perhaps, it is important to be aware of and recognize the people around you who inspire you and animate you and support you. And I certainly met wonderful teachers and role models like that at UCM. And when I graduated, I applied to study a Master of Cultural Studies at the University of Sydney because I really wanted to work with one of the professors in the university's Department of Gender and Cultural Studies, who I met while I was there for a semester abroad. This professor ended up supervising my master's thesis and my PhD thesis, and we've now worked together for almost 8 years, and I owe so much to her. Being an international student in Australia is, of course, very expensive. But I urge you not to disregard an opportunity based on the financial resources that it may require. It's easy to feel cynical and pessimistic about applying for scholarships, and I certainly did. But I won scholarships for both my master's and my PhD degrees because I put myself out there and I made a strong case about why I should be selected. So my advice is, don't let the possibility of unsuccessful applications hold you back. They're just part of the game. Earlier this week, to arrive at where I am today, after teaching at the University of Sydney for a couple of years as a sessional academic, I was offered a level B lecturer position to teach the courses I once came here to study. Now, I may sound like what we call an Überflieger in German, a straight-A student, but I can assure you that my studies involve plenty of personal and academic struggles, including, for instance, failing contemporary world history the first time around. My successes are due to me finding a degree in liberal arts that allowed me to try myself at different things and to find fields of study that I find personally, socially, and politically really meaningful. As you're moving on to new challenges, I hope you can and will keep an open heart and mind about what you apply your skills and talents to. So, congratulations, class of 2021. All the very best and good luck for whatever you get up to next. I look forward to hearing about it.
Studying at UCM can feel like a climb sometimes, and perhaps never more so than when you climb up the stairs all the way to this attic reading room for a heavy study session. But that's what it takes to succeed in life. And we can talk about that, but it's even more fun to sing about it. Please welcome Clara Maxwell and Katja Hein, who will be singing by Miley Cyrus, The Climb.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. Always gonna wanna make you move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. Always gonna wanna make you move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a keep on moving, keep climbing, keep the faith, baby. It's all about the climb. Keep the faith, keep your faith.
This is one of my favorite views in all of the college. I like to come here for inspiration, because inspiration is what keeps you going. Many of our students have submitted quotes that have been meaningful to them, words that have inspired them throughout their journey. You see those quotes on the slides for the individual graduates. Please read those, because you will find in those inspiration for your own life. And now, please give it up for the second half of the UCM class of 2021. coolest things about studying at UCM is that once you graduate, you become a member of a wonderful club of over 2,000 graduates who live and study and work all over the world. There's not a city where you won't have a couch to crash on. To welcome you into that delightful club, please give it up for UCM alumna, Nikki Franken.
Life is all about making choices. And you are about to celebrate the end of a choice you made 3 or 4 years ago and start with another one. Exciting. Whatever you choose, I hope you end up in a place with beautiful surroundings. My choices led me to, well, a not so peaceful place, South Sudan. I'm Nikki Franken, and I'm a member of the class of 2006. When I'm not visiting my family in the Netherlands, I document war crimes and gross human rights violations in South Sudan for Amnesty International. It's not an easy job, but it's definitely one I love doing. 8 years ago, I spent a year filming and producing a documentary in Uganda. And despite the lack of my filming talent, which is why my mother is filming this clip, it was a success. Nevertheless, my curiosity for finding out how to make justice more accessible to scores of people in conflict-related situations was stronger, and I chose a justice job. All of this to say that I hope that when you are faced with making the choices for your career, I hope you'll remember 3 things. 1, do something that's good for the world. 2, do something you're good at. And 3, do something that tickles your curiosity and speaks to your sense of adventure, because ultimately you'll be spending many years working. So you better choose something that you love doing that gives you purpose. But first, today is a day of celebration, and I have selected a fine beer for you, and would like to toast you and wish you all the best in your future career. Have a wonderful day. Congratulations for getting so far, and enjoy. Cheers. Getver, er zit een vlieg in mijn bier.
You may have noticed that during the presentation of graduates, there was this slightly annoying song playing. And that is not a coincidence. That is the music to the official UCM song. And it actually has lyrics. It speaks of a bell in the UCM courtyard. And the legend is that if that bell is ever rung, graduates from all over the world will come back to UCM and remember all the happy times they had. For a stirring rendition of the official UCM song, please welcome Michiel Nieuwenhuis.
In spring by the strong city wall, covered in gold by the leaves of the fall, cozy in winter, a sparkling gem in the summer, the seasons of sweet UCM. Sweet UCM, the bells in the courtyard will tune once again and call us together to sweet UCM. Gathering knowledge and gathering friends, facing the challenges, making amends, turning the pages and sipping a jam. We did all that and more at our sweet UCM. Sweet UCM. the courtyard will tune once again to call us together to sweet UCM. For we may wander and much we will soon travel the planet by land, air and sea, until the day when the bell tolls, and then we will gladly come back to our sweet UCM. Sweet UCM. The bells in the courtyard will toll once again and call us together to sweet UCM.
Thank you, Michiel, for that stirring rendition of the UCM song. The original is, of course, by Paul McCartney, but I think you sang it a whole lot better. I'd also like to thank everybody who made this graduation ceremony possible. Olga for editing, Dora for organizing it, and everybody who contributed their time and enthusiasm to this presentation. But there is one more thing that I'd like to say. Dear graduates, and so your time at UCM comes to an end. And that means that in a few weeks, you'll be starting something new. You'll be going to new programs, new universities, new cities, new jobs, and you're going to have to find a place for yourself there. And that can be scary because you have all those memories of your time here at UCM. Hopefully many of them are good memories, happy memories, memories of great friendships and great love affairs, of moments when you really had an exciting insight, when you were really enjoying a course, writing a kick-ass paper or working on something together with someone else. You have all these amazing memories, and for the new job and the new thing, you have no memories. And so it's very natural to wonder whether the new thing could ever be quite as nice as what you already know, and that's a scary thought. And of course, for you guys, it's even worse because for the past year and a half, we've all been stuck at home in lockdown. And, well, we've all gotten a little fat, a little lazy, and we all have developed a few bad habits, let's be honest. And it's very natural to wonder if in September, we can still find the magic, if we can still reach the level that we once had, if only in our memories. And so in that way, good memories can actually be quite limiting. They pull you back into the past. Nostalgia, for all its delights, can be paralyzing. But of course, a memory doesn't just have to be a memory. A memory can also be a reminder. After all, a memory by itself is just looking back, reliving the past. But a reminder looks at that memory and asks what made it so memorable, asks what lesson you can learn about yourself and your surroundings and who you want to be from that memory. And then it becomes not something backward looking, but something you can take with you. And I think that in every memory you have about your time at UCM, there is a reminder to be found. In every great friendship, you can ask yourself, what did I do to make that friendship and that relationship work? What other people do I like to surround myself with? For every great moment of intellectual joy, you can ask yourself, well, what about the thing that I was studying made me so excited? From every social activity and everything that you organized, every project that you did, you can learn what you can contribute to a project and what sort of people you like to work with most. And if you take that, if you look forward in those memories and turn them into reminders, they can actually help you as you move on. That is the great thing about UCM. It doesn't only give you memories, it teaches you how to make memories. It teaches you how to be your best self, how to be the person that you want to be. And if you can find the lessons in those memories, you can apply them everywhere. And so, throughout your life, you will no doubt think back of UCM frequently. You might even come to visit, hopefully for our Jubilee next year. And you will have the ability to relive all those memories. And that's great. That's fantastic. But don't let the memories just be memories. Let them be reminders. Reminders of the lessons that you've learned that you can apply in all kinds of situations and make greater memories and higher memories and achieve a level higher than you ever did here at UCM. Because if you can do that, if you can find the reminder in the memories, then, as we like to say at UCM, everything will be okay. And now, Dora, please unmute every microphone in this whole meeting, and everybody, let's give ourselves a huge cheer of congratulations for the UCM. This evening, you're not alone. Make sure you celebrate and make sure one day soon, when it's all possible again, you can come back.
Alo,
UCM.
cái lễ tốt nghiệp chán ngắt à, thôi mày khỏi coi đi, con cũng đâu có coi nãy giờ đâu. Kết thúc không? Nãy giờ con Châu với bạn không á. Bye bye, tắt đi nha.
You're also there?
Thank you. Okay, ik hou van jullie. No, I'll take a picture of all of us in our with our caps. We also took we took professional photos, and we're gonna get those on the weekend.
Hey. Having campo, so it's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys. I'm ready to hear it. Love you. So are we gonna should we do a synchronized dance?
They keep saying Lauren Houston.
Oh, it's this one. This one is the left on the live stream. They can all hear this.
Hey, should we post it?
Yeah.
Everybody should be up at home. I'll text
Minty thing. Did everybody write down how to get to his Menti code?
You guys just got a few minutes late.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it was good. Hey, Krupke! Yeah, it was good to look at your face throughout it.
Even you were 20 seconds ahead, so I must have looked gorgeous. So when you indicated it was Antonia, I had just seen another Antonia who came up before. It didn't look like that. So then you Antonia, and I thought, why it was Antonia? She's changed the lot.
Got a lot paler.
Thanks a lot.
Why is there no sound anymore? Does anybody?
Maybe what happened?
Turn it down too much.
Because I don't know if these people are hearing us or if we're all muted. No, we are not on mute.